Given by the referee to Kenna Phelan. She was your player to watch today for the Fighting Illini, and she will start things off with the first serve. And here we go from the Galen Center on a Saturday evening. Messer sets. Deckert, Weejay, block, just stays in, and there's the first point of the game, and it goes to USC.
London Weejay continuing to stay hot. Avi, multiple-time Big Ten Player of the Week, has really been the cog in the USC machine.
Team high 17 kills for London Weejay in her last game. As Deckert serves for USC. And it goes out. It's a point for the Trojans.
Really great start here for the Trojans, both defensively making sure to keep an eye on the ball and offensively here, Avi.
As Megan Verbeest ready to serve, it was Gabby Dean for Illinois who attempted to get the kill as it just went over the line. Phelan sets Hernandez. Dig by USC. Set, firing. Dig by Verbeest. Weejay will try one. Saved by Phelan. Good rally between Illinois and USC. Firing is McGinnis. Ball still in play. Hernandez attempts one and gets the first point of the game for Illinois.
Long rally there for both teams, as we saw. Really good job for Illinois to continue to get two to the ball when blocking really stifled the USC attack.
Ball hits the net but goes over. Weejay, what a dig by Phelan to keep the ball in play, and they'll say that Truman could not get to the ball in time, so we're tied at 2.
Really great job recovering from the Fighting Illini. Went down 0-2 really fast, and then have been able to get some great digs to get their offense going.
It's a Fighting Illini team. We talked about their inefficiency, as meanwhile Mullen gets a point for USC, but it's a team that can get back into play when they play staunchly and they play consistently.
Exactly, Ave. As we take another look here at this kill from Abigail Mullen, it's really the defense that makes the offense go for the Fighting Illini.
Here is Mullen on the serve, hit up and out of bounds, and it's another point for USC.
Great job there from the service line for Mullen, as they're now up in this game 4-2. Let's see if the trend continues of 2 points for each team.
Set by Phelan, firing, and getting the point for Illinois is Alyssa Aguayo.
Once again, it's a great job by the Illini seeing the USC block and then finding the gap in it there early to get the point.
Here's Taryn Kirsch. She's the lone libero tonight for Illinois, and she gets the point for the Fighting Illini, and both teams playing in sets of 2 right now with their points, Patrick.
Exactly. It's been very back and forth in batches of 2, and it's been really interesting to see that it's really been the digs that have separated both teams and both points here at the Galen Center so far.
4 digs for the Fighting Illini so far, 3 for the Trojans, as Mullen fires and connects for the point.
Great in-system point there for the Trojans, as we take another look here at this hit. Just gets right inside the line. Great placement there by Mullen.
2 early kills in this first set for Abigail Mullen. Dig by Famwina. She cannot save the ball from going over, however, and we're tied at 5.
Even though it didn't result in a point, that's great effort by Adane Famwina, as she's really trying to help the USC separate in this game.
Famwina, the outside hitter, can also play the ball defensively. 40 digs and 51 blocks coming into this contest against Illinois. McGinnis fires and connects.
When USC has been able to get quality offensive possessions at the net, Avi, they've really been able to capitalize It's not being able to get quality digs. As we take another look at Riley McGinnis's kill here, really great work to see the court, find the hole, and get the point for the Trojans.
124th kill of the season for the senior Riley McGinnis. As it's another senior, Danny Thomas Nathan to serve. Set by Phelan, firing is Aguayo. Illinois keeping the ball in play. And it's a block for a point by Leah Ford.
Great work by USC getting 2 to the ball there at the net, creating the wall against the Fighting Illini and scoring the point there for the Trojans.
7-5 USC early here in the first set as Danny Thomas Nathan gets set to serve. Set by Messer, firing is Weejay. And a great dig, but unable to get the ball up in the air. It'll be a point for USC.
USC is really starting to slow their offense down, get in-system points, and setting up their attackers for great opportunities at kills, Avi.
Avery Hernandez just unable to bring the ball up into the air on the dig. Mullen, Messer sets, Famwina taps it over, and there's a point for USC, and now a 4-point lead for the Trojans.
It seems right now that the Trojans are a bit more of the composed team. They're slowing down, they're making the Fighting Illini play at their pace, and it's paying dividends so far.
Let's go to McKenna Arteaga on the sideline.
Right now, the Trojans are averaging 17.5 points per game and 6 to 7 errors, but head coach Brad Keller says if they can get the errors down to around 3 or 4, they're ready to be a championship level team, and that's what they've been working towards all season. A win here tonight could really help solidify that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, McKenna. Clean start for USC in the first set. No errors so far compared to Illinois' 2. As Phelan sets, Hernandez fires. Mullen plays it for USC. Famwina hits it off of Kirsch for the point.
Again, it's the in-system sets and then the in-system kills for USC. They're being really efficient right now, Avi. Getting into their offense, being patient, and finding the spots to get the kills and capitalizing on their offensive possessions.
And Chris Thomas would like to challenge the play. Completely negated the play on that last point. Referees say nothing was there.
Interesting decision there, Avi, to see if maybe they could get some momentum in this match.
Danny Thomas Nathan to serve with USC up by 5. Kirsch, point there by Famwina. She is up front in the net and laying balls down for USC to get some points on the board.
She really is able to really be a dominant frontline presence here so far for the Trojans, already with 3 kills on the night.
61.5% kill percentage for this prolific USC offense as Famwina gets back-to-back points.
She's really feeling herself right now. Back-to-back kills. The kill leader in the game so far. And as we take another look here, almost has as many kills as the Fighting Illini by herself. Really good start to the game for the Trojan.
4 kills in the game for Famwina. Setting is Phelan. Famwina tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds, and Illinois finally gets a much-needed point.
Actually, no, they decided to reverse the call and give it to the Trojans. Famwina with yet another kill, really on fire to start this match.
Illinois was celebrating. Referee takes the point away and gives it to USC. 13-5 Trojans as it's a service error by Thomas Nathan, and now Illinois gets the point.
It's a really good run there, though, by Thomas Nathan, able to keep the USC offense in check and keep it in system by forcing the Fighting Illini into longer offensive possessions off her serve.
Here is Alyssa Aguayo to serve for Illinois. And Messer, instead of setting, takes the point herself.
A little bit of a sneaky play there by Reese Messer. She's an outstanding freshman here for the Trojans. Can do a little bit of everything as just shown on that point.
64 kills now in the season for the USC setter. Phelan sets, firing is Philpott. She's unable to get the ball over the net.
Famuina yet again with another block that turns into a kill. She has been everywhere on that front line for the Trojans so far in this match.
Kirsch, Thielen sets, firing, and not connecting for the point is Taylor DeBoer, who came into the game as a sub, did not start. She thought that the ball had hit inside the line, but instead it's a point for USC.
Really close call there by the refs. Fortunate for USC that was counted as a point.
Plenty of close plays on both sides in this first set. There's another point on a block for USC, courtesy of Abigail Mullen.
Abigail Mullen now with yet another kill brings her total up to 3 as we get our second timeout by Illinois, really trying to claw their way back in the set.
USC up 17-6 in the first set, looking to close out strong as it's an error by Illinois.
Receiving error there as we see Reese Messer, the star setter, trying to go on a run here and maybe close out the set for the Trojans.
Here's the serve by Messer. Thielen sets, firing, and connecting is Taylor DeBoer for a point for Illinois.
Great set there by Thielen from one side of the net all the way to the other. Found Caitlin DeBoer in the perfect spot. It gave her a great in-system set and allowed her to score her first point of the game.
3 assists in this first set for the setter, Kenna Thielen. Dig by Weejay. Firing is Famwina. Illinois keeps it alive. DeBoer pushes it over. Deckert. Set. DeBoer fires. Blocked by Famwina. Illinois somehow still keeping the ball in play. What a rally we have going. And firing is Abigail Mullen.
What a way for both teams to stay engaged in that point. It looked like multiple times that both teams were going to capitalize, get a point off of that rally, and then it was just Abigail Mullen's ability to just get the ball in the correct spot to capitalize for the Trojan point.
Great location on the point by Abigail Mullen, who just gets a block, and it's back-to-back points for Mullen.
Early in the set, it was Fabuina. Now it's Abigail Mullen for the Trojans that's really been able to heat up as we take another look. Another great block by her, solo block there to give Trojans the point.
All 4 of USC's blocks in this set have contributed to points as Illinois gets a point.
It's a great location there for the Fighting Illini in that back corner all the way across by DeBoer. Really could not have placed that ball better, trying to fight their way back in this first set.
We have McKenna Arteaga on the sidelines as USC records a point. McKenna, what have you got for us?
Abigail Mullen has been really focused on that block game. I spoke to her earlier this season, and she said that that's the number one thing that she wants to work on, putting up a consistent block, whether it's reading or making moves. But another thing she emphasizes that she can continue to improve in all areas, especially against the bigger outsides in the Big Ten. Back to you guys.
Thank you, McKenna. Mullen, a key contributor for USC as Illinois gets back-to-back points, trying to scrape its way back into this first set.
We've really seen a different type of USC offense here without Famuina on the court as the ball comes towards us, and it's really been impressive to see how they've been adapting so far here.
3 straight points now for the Fighting Illini. There's the senior Avery Hernandez to serve. Deckert will play it. Set. Weejay fires. Now Phelan will set for Aguayo. And it's a dig by Deckert to get a point for USC.
Luck or skill, whatever you want to call it, by Deckert, gets the ball on the line for USC to score the point and to stop the run from the Fighting Illini.
Deckert led USC with 3.28 digs per set coming into this matchup against Illinois as USC records another point, and they're 2 away from taking set 1.
And a lot of their serves here, especially the ones they got on aces, have not necessarily been the best placement, but have had enough power to get past the Illini defense.
Strong first set for Abigail Mullen, who will serve. Dig by Aguayo. Illinois unable to say it, and USC is just one away from taking the first set.
Been really impressive to see USC respond. They started letting up a few points for Illinois and then shut it down immediately. Now 1 point away, as Avi was saying, to secure this first set.
Crowd on its feet at the Galen Center. Set, fire. Deckert plays it for USC. Weejay pushes it over, and USC takes the first set 25-10.
What a dominant performance so far from USC and USC this season.
Clean slate now for Illinois after dropping the set. As we are underway for set 2, it'll be USC to serve. And it's Gala Trubant to get things underway in the second set. It's a service error and a point for Illinois to start.
That might just be what Illinois needs. An error from USC to get them going, to build confidence in their ability to come back in this game.
Recall that the beginning of the first set was relatively close. Both teams trading double points. As London Weejay gets a point for USC, we're knotted up at 1.
USC, once again, really able to capitalize and be efficient in their in-system setting and hitting, and really capitalizing on the holes in the Illinois defense. As we have confirmed, it's a 1-1 set here at the Galen Center.
2 challenges in the match for head coach Chris Thomas. 2 short deliberations from the refs. As Aguayo fires, but it's Messer with a block and a point again for USC, and she's been all over up front.
She really has, as USC has really been all over to start this game, Avi, as we see if they can extend their lead here in the second set.
5 blocks in the match for USC now, all contributing to points as the Trojans keep the ball in play. Phelan brings it back to Hernandez. And it's a point for USC.
Net violation there as USC is able to catch a little bit of a break. And it seems like everything is going the Trojans' way here early in this game, Avi.
Illinois has been playing very up front to start the second set, as it's a service error for USC.
After only 1 service error in the first set, Avi, already 2 here early in the second. See if the Trojans can clean that up here as we continue.
And now it's a service error on Illinois.
Going back and forth here with the service errors and net violations. Let's see if one team can catch the momentum and really pull away.
2 straight service errors gives USC a 4-2 lead. As Aguayo pushes the ball over. Now Messer, here's the set by Phelan, firing and connecting his Philpott for the Illinois point.
Phelan yet again with a great set there for the Fighting Illini. Really able to set her team up well. A little bit of a no-look into a great fast hit for the Illini here to pull within 1.
5 assists in the contest for Phelan as McGinnis gets a point for USC.
Every single Trojan really seeming to contribute here early, Avi. Have multiple Trojans with multiple kills. Multiple Trojans with 4 kills so far here. Really a great all-around performance for the women of Troy.
Phelan sets, Philpott fires. Dug on by Messer. Here's Famwina, and she gets the point.
Again, on fire. She checks into the game, and then immediately you feel her impact. The game shifting, allowing her to really put her handprints all over this game.
Phelan pushes it over herself. Now Messer sets. for Famuina, and it's back-to-back points for Adania Famuina. What a game she's having, Patrick.
Really, she has really shown a great propensity to find the weak spots in the Illinois defense and capitalize when she sees them.
6 kills for Adania Famuina. Dig by Messer. Phelan sets, Philpott fires, and it's a point for Illinois.
Illinois really starting to battle back here. The star freshman duo, Reese Messer and Abigail Mullen, able to keep a ball in that probably would have been hit the court in many other points, but the Fighting Illini able to persevere and get the point regardless.
Illini were fired up after the point. Dig by Deckert. Messer fires, hits the top of the net. Spike and a block, and it's saved by Illinois. Great rally, McGinnis fires over. Messer sets, and it's Famuina with 3 straight points.
Absolutely amazing stuff here from Famuina so far. Was able to really show her offensive prowess. Whatever Illinois tries to do to slow her down, she does the opposite and finds a way to score the point for the Trojans.
We have McKenna with something for us. What do you have, McKenna?
I mean, Illinois obviously a far way away from home, but there are able to be some Illinois fans in the crowd. Head coach Chris Thomas said a lot of his own personal family is coming today. He's from California himself, as well as some of his former coaches and teammates. So good to see some orange in the building to support this team. Obviously, it hasn't been exactly energetic on their side, but they have been able to get up a few points on the board. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, McKenna.
Yet another point.
What a special way to celebrate the seniors leading in the second set. Back to you guys.
Emotional night here at the Galen Center, as it's a service error by Thomas Nathan and a point for Illinois.
USC, despite the service errors, 3 so far in this set, still have a pretty commanding lead here early. Same lead they had in the first set of 10-5. Let's see if it goes the same way and history repeats itself.
Set by Messer, Ford fires. Now Phelan sets for Illinois. Hernandez fires. And the point's given to USC. It just went over the line.
Or rather, it's the Fighting Illini that were able to control that point. Hernandez has been really good for the Illini. Multiple kills in this game and really capitalizing on her opportunities.
USC lead cut down to 4. Famuina fires. Ball in the air. Phelan sets. Hernandez attempts to push it over. It's blocked. And now there's back-to-back points for Illinois, courtesy of Gabby Dean.
Really great job there by Gabby to find the open court. See that the Trojan backline wasn't prepared for the switch hit and got the ball right where it needed to be.
Philpott set to serve once more. Illinois clawing its way back into the second set. Phelan sets. Here's a Weejay. Dug on by Philpott. And USC unable to save it. It's back-to-back points for Gabby Dean.
Really come alive here on this 3-point run for Illinois. Brought the game within 2, really showing the fight they have under head coach Thomas.
2 kills now for Gabby Dean, tied her career high of 6 in the game against UCLA. As Phelan sets for Dean once more, punching the ball up to play it. Famuina pushes it over. USC, or rather Illinois, keeps it in play. Weejay fires and it's way over the line.
Trojans hitting a dry spell offensively, and Illinois able to capitalize, playing clean volleyball here, and able to wait the Trojans' attack out until they make a mistake.
Philpott once more on the serve, and it's a service error.
Good run there by Philpott, able to pull the Trojans lead within 1. It's now 2. Let's see if they're able to build on that momentum.
2-point lead for USC as Messer gets set to serve. Puts things back into play. Phelan sets. Hernandez fires, blocking a point for USC, and who else but Abigail Mullen, who has been everywhere up front at the net tonight for USC.
It's been great to see the star freshman as well as Adane Fabuina able to really combine for a staunch defensive presence up front.
Phelan pushes it over herself. Messer sets, Mullen fires and gets back-to-back points for USC.
Abigail Mullen now starting to heat up, just like in the first set. First it was Adane Fabuina, now it's Abigail Mullen taking over. Let's see if they're going to be able to continue this momentum.
4 kills now in the match for Abigail Mullen. As it's a point for Illinois.
Illinois really able to battle back. Every time it feels like USC is going to go on a run, the Fighting Illini are able to steady the ship, keep the game within striking distance. Let's see if they're able to complete the comeback here and equalize the score in the second set.
USC went on a major run that allowed them to take control of set 1, but a much closer set here in set 2 as Leah Ford orders the point for the Trojans.
Great job there by Leah Ford, painting the outside of the court and really just getting the ball right where it needed to be.
Here's Trubin to serve for USC, one of the celebrated seniors tonight on senior night. Hernandez firing it over. Messer sets for Ford. Phelan setting, Hernandez firing. Dug on by Messer. Weejay pushing it over. Illinois keeps the ball alive. And now it's a block for a point by Leah Ford.
It seems like the Trojans are just taking turns. At the beginning of this set, it was Fabuina, then it was Abigail Mullen. Now it's Leah Ford, all contributing, all going on little mini individual runs to stay on top in the second set.
USC now up by 5. Hernandez, dig by Messer. Phelan sets, blocked by Ford. Scramble for the ball here. USC keeps it alive. Trubin fires and it's over the line.
Few times there for USC when they've had those farther attack opportunities, sent it long outside of the court, which has really been the only way they've been getting errors on the offensive end.
There's Ford for a point, and what a second set that Leah Ford is having.
She really has been having an amazing second set here, Avi. Multiple kills, taking over the offensive approach here for the Trojans.
Megan Verbees set to serve. Able to keep the ball in play. Hernandez pushes it over. Blocked by Illinois. And it's a point for USC as it rolls out of bounds.
That ball seemed to kind of just be in the air, hold on the net, and just fall just outside for the Trojans. However,
here's Verbeest. Set by Phelan. Dean fires. Saved by Messer. And they'll give the point to Gabby Dean.
Gabby Dean has had a great second set. 3 points for the Fighting Illini has really helped them stay within striking distance. Despite the 6-point lead, it still feels like Illinois has a shot to come back in this game, Arthur.
As it's a service error by Taryn Kirsch.
That's not the way you're going to fight your way back into the second set if you're Illinois. You need to clean the errors up and capitalize on the USC mistakes here in the second set if you want to even the sets up.
Phelan sets, and it's a block for a point.
London Weejay and Riley McGinnis combining there for the block, able to get the ball in play for the Trojans on the court as we take another look. Great job redirecting that ball into the middle of the front part of that court.
USC now 5 points away from taking the second set. As it's a dig by Deckert. Ball is pushed over. It's a point for USC.
Deckert with a really great dig there. Defensive play. Maybe caught the Fighting Illini off guard, which forced a hitting error and a point for the Trojans.
Mullen to serve. Phelan sets. Firing and connecting for the point is Philpott.
Phelan has really been doing a good job in system, getting her team the ball in spots to score, but it's been when they've been a little out of sorts, it's been a little out of system that they haven't been able to capitalize and score when the offensive set isn't perfect.
As Sophie Randall is ready to serve for Illinois. Trying to stop USC from taking the second set, and it's an ace for Sophie Randall.
Great there for the Fighting Illini, trying to get something going. A service ace will definitely do that for you. Start to swing the momentum back in your favor.
8th service ace of the season for Randall. Here's Aguayo. Now DeBoer, and it's back-to-back points for Illinois.
Illinois starting to go on a little bit of a run here. The last time that happened, Abigail Mullen stepped up and quieted the run for the Trojans. Let's see if someone else from the Trojans is going to step up or if the Fighting Illini can get back into this set.
Ball hits the top of the net but goes in play. Dig by Randall. Messer sets. Weejay pushing it over. Another dig by Randall. Fight along the net. McGinnis. And there's a point for USC, and now they're 3 away from taking the second set.
Way to stabilize there, stop the run from the Illini. And now the Trojans are set in a very great spot to be able to get the second set here and go up 2-0.
USC 3 points away. Aguayo fires and gets the kill for Illinois.
First really bad defensive possession there by Fabuina. Gastrong and the Fighting Illini were able to capitalize there. Let's see if she recovers and continues her hot start.
Alyssa Aguayo, a Phoenix, Arizona native. As Messer sets, Fabuina fires, they'll say it's over, and it's another point for Illinois.
Fabuina now with 10 total kills in the game have been really good for the Trojans here early in row. A 35-33 set to Wisconsin earlier in the year, and then a 27-25 set for UCLA. So they know how to extend these sets, Avi, and battle their way back into these games.
So both coaches have used challenges tonight, neither successful. As it's another kill for Riley McGinnis.
They're taking turns here. It's Riley McGinnis. Then, as we take another look here at this point from Riley McGinnis, just gets the ball right where it needs to go. Then it's Leah Ford. Then it's Fabuina. Then it's Abigail Mullen. Really able to have a balanced attack for the Trojans so far.
USC 2 points away from going up 2-0, as it's a point on the service ace by Danny Thomas-Nathan.
Another service ace for Danny Thomas-Nathan. One of the seniors being honored here on senior night. Has been a really good showing from all the seniors here that have had playing time so far for the Trojans.
Thomas-Nathan will serve. Dig by Kirsch. Messer sets. Philpott. And Illinois earns the point.
Despite only having 1 point to go, the Fighting Illini are still battling here, Avi, trying to go on a run of their own and tie the game up and send it into extra points here in the second set.
USC 1 point away from taking the second set. Illinois making sure that doesn't happen as the crowd is on its feet at the Galen Center. And it's a service error, and there is the second set for USC.
Drivers for this USC offense. There's been a lot of contributors for the Trojans. As we talked about, London Weejay has been great. Leah Ford has been great. Riley McGinnis has been giving them great offensive production, and so has both Reese Messer and Abigail Mullen, the two star freshmen for the Trojans.
As we're all about geared up and ready to go for the third set, Illinois down but not out. USC looking to close out its home campaign strong at the Galen Center with one last win in the regular season. Trojans 13-13 here at the Galen Center this season. Lost those two games to the Indiana teams, Indiana and Purdue. And then that game on Sunday against Nebraska, of course, the number one team in the nation, and likely to win the Big Ten tournament coming up in just about a week or two.
Exactly. They are the big favorites, not just in the Big Ten tournament, but also in the NCAA tournament. They have been absolutely dominant this season.
Phelan sets. Messer. Ford. Dig by Kirsch. Good rally here as both teams look to earn the first point of the third set. And it's a block by Mullen and Ford. And we've seen that all night at the net, Patrick.
USC has really put an emphasis at sending multiple people to the net, multiple people to contest kills, and really have been able to capitalize, getting multiple blocks that turn into points for the Trojans.
And again, we mentioned coming out of the break, it's those blocking figures that have helped USC out today. 9 blocks for the Trojans, none so far for the Illini, as Messer sets for Weejay, who gets the point for USC.
London Weejay now looking to heat up, has had a solid first 2 sets, but she has been on an absolute heater here early in the past few months for the Trojans, so looking to recapture that a bit more and really put her stamp on this game.
5 kills so far tonight for Weejay. As Messer sets, McGinnis fires, and there's another kill for the senior Riley McGinnis, who's having herself a night.
She really has. It's been multiple seniors. Donnie Thompson, as we take another look here at Riley McGinnis' kill, it has been great to see from multiple seniors, Riley McGinnis, as well as Danny Thompson Robinson has been really great here for the Trojans.
As the ball slips out of bounds, and it's a point for USC. And Patrick, how about this? Riley McGinnis now just 4 kills away from 200 career kills.
Exactly. Has been a storied season for her as well as career for the Trojans as she closes in on that milestone of 200 career kills.
Father Willie in attendance today as they award the point to USC. So Patrick, Illinois is slipping early, down 5-0 in the third set.
We're going to see here if they can fight back like they have been trying to do in the previous 2 sets, or if they're going to let this game slip away from them.
Aguayo tries it and is awarded the point.
Phelan really trying to hype her team up. First one in those huddles, animated, trying to motivate her team to fight back in this game, Avi.
14 assists on the night for Kenneth Phelan. Trying to will her team back into the game offensively. Messer sets Weejay. Phelan now for Hernandez. A block up front, and they'll award Illinois with the point.
Block just going out of bounds, but once again the Trojans really able to build that wall and make Illinois work for every point they get.
Abigail Mullen so staunch up front, but the ball just made its way out of bounds. Mullen pushes it over, dig by Kirsch. Phelan sets, Deckard on the dig, and the ball goes out of bounds once more. It's back-to-back points for the Illini.
Uncharacteristic miscue there by Reese Messer on that set. Just sends it a little bit outside, unable for the Trojans attack to get it back in system.
3-point run for Illinois as Aguayo is ready to serve. Messer for Mullen, and she gets the point. It hits off of Taylor Kirsch and goes out of bounds.
Despite that point for the Trojans, as Brad Keller was saying, the Fighting Illini really are a physical team. They will fight to the very end, and they're showing it here early in this third set.
Phelan sets. Dig by Trubin. Mullen. Block up front. Weejay will try one and is unable to get it over the net. It's an Illinois point.
Illinois really able to stay with it there, force USC in an uncomfortable hitting position with their blockers, which forced the hitting error, or attacking error rather.
Messer sets. Weejay pushes it over. Aguayo. Dig by Trubin. Messer. Block up front by Philpott. Ball still alive. Crucial point for either team, and Illinois will get it.
Illinois staying in this game, Avi, despite where they are down 0-2 and down 0-5 in the third set, have battled back within 1 point to really give themselves a chance here.
Patrick, we've seen this in the first 3 sets, these first few points so close between USC and Illinois, but it'll be up to the Illini to keep things in control as Philpott ties the game up at 6.
What a great hit there by Philpott. Found the ability to get a kill, found the open court, and was able to capitalize on the USC defense, not quite able to build the wall.
As it's a service error by Illinois.
And that's what killed them in the second set, Avi. Anytime they started to build momentum, they would have a service error, give the ball back to USC, and then USC would go on a run of their own.
14 errors on the night for Illinois. Hernandez, dig by Deckert. McGinnis fires, and there's another kill for the senior McGinnis.
McGinnis having herself a game here for the Trojans. And like you were saying, Avi, 14 errors for the Fighting Illini. You're not going to beat a team of USC's caliber with that many errors. They need to clean it up if they want to have a chance here late.
6 kills now for McGinnis, and speaking of kills, there is one by Taylor DeBoer.
They need DeBoer to start heating up there for the Fighting Illini if they want to have a shot here to come back in this game as well as in this set.
Sophie Randall back to serve. Illinois down by 1 here in the third set. And it's a service error.
It feels like the Fighting Illini are able to wrestle back momentum again and again, and every time they do, some error or some miscue on the offensive end allows USC to retain control of the momentum and of the set.
7 service errors now for Illinois. Kirsch keeps the ball alive after the serve by Danny Thomas-Nathan. Famwina. Kirsch for Hernandez. Dug on by USC, but Famwina is unable to push the ball over the net.
Danny Thomas-Nathan has been really solid at the service line for the Trojans, really able to generate points for them, but there the Fighting Illini were able to receive her serve and get a quality attacking opportunity, Avi.
Forward sets for Messer, who gets it over to Famwina, but it's out of bounds, and it's a point for Illinois. We're knotted up at 9.
It's been a really good job by the Fighting Illini, despite the errors, to keep in a positive headspace and to maintain composure here in this third set.
Illinois down 2-0, calm, cool, and collected, as Leah Ford earns the point for USC.
And it's really been, as we've been talking about all day, Avi, a rotation of dominance from the USC hitters. At some points it's Famawina, at other points it's Leah Ford, at other points it's Abigail Mullen, all combining for a lethal USC attack so far.
As there's a point on a block for USC. And Patrick, tonight between these two teams, it's really been the battle up front at the nets.
It really has. And it's been the ability for USC to build a wall, not just with one person, not just with two, but three people multiple times in this game, Avi.
Aguayo. Dig by Weejay, and another point for Leah Ford.
Leah Ford now has taken the role as primary offensive option for the Trojans, and having this balanced attack really puts a defense off guard because they're not able to key on just one person. They have to worry about multiple hitters, which has been really hard for the Fighting Illini.
10 points for Leah Ford as she gets the block, but it's saved by Illinois. Tompkinson. Weejay calls for it. Famwina. Kirsch moves it alive. Aguayo will push it back. Both teams looking for a point. Mullen. Ford. And it's a block point for Illinois, courtesy of Ashlyn Philpott.
And there we see Philpott starting to really put together a game for herself. We've seen individual good performances in spurts for the Fighting Illini. It's just being able to put it all together for Illinois, which has been the issue so far early in this game.
Both teams kept going back-to-back, but again, it was the battle up front that contributed to the Illinois point, as now USC records a point to go up by 3.
And like you were talking, Avi, it's the battle up front. Once again, it's not an in-system kill. It's the ability to stifle the attack from Illinois that generates the point for USC.
Block up front, and it's Ford and Mullen who combine again, but Illinois able to pick up the point.
And yet again, even though Illinois is able to pick up the point, the Trojans are able to send two to the ball, making the Fighting Illini work for every single offensive opportunity they get.
Setter Kenna feeling to serve. Messer sets. Mullen. Ball high in the air for Aguayo to push it over. USC looking for something. It's Weejay, and she gets the point.
It's a great kill there by Weejay on an in-system point for the Trojans, which started first from that up-front battle. Leah Ford, Abigail Mullen, able to build the wall, force the ball over, which allowed an easy receive, and thus an easy point for the Trojans.
Great location on the spike from London Weejay. As Verby serves to Kirsch. Messer sets. Weejay wants one more. Illinois pushes the ball on the USC side. Mullen gets the point.
Abigail Mullen with a great point there for the Trojans.
And Illinois have tried to work on. As it's played by Aguayo, who earns the point for Illinois.
Aguayo able to use USC's over-aggressiveness on the blocks there, sent it right into the hands of both blockers and sent it straight out of bounds off of that. Good point there from Aguayo.
Dig by Deckert. Block up front. Another block. How about Gabby Dean? And now Illinois will have a chance on the attack. Block and a point. It is Abigail Mullen and Mia Taverdi. And again, Mullen has been so staunch up front tonight for USC.
She really has. And it's a luxury when you have Abigail Mullen, who has 14 points, Adana Favawina, who has 10.5, and Riley McGinnis, who has 8, which would be the leader for the Fighting Illini. It's been an absolute masterclass in balanced offense for the Trojans so far.
As Illinois picks up the point on the service error, it's a rare error for Abigail Mullen.
And really, let's see if the Fighting Illini are able to capitalize the way the Trojans are on service errors.
And now back-to-back service errors in the game as USC picks up a point.
It was a great opportunity for the Fighting Illini to capture some momentum, but with another service error, it's going to make it a little bit harder for them to climb back in this game.
13 total service errors in the game between both teams. Firing and connecting is Philpott.
Great there from the Fighting Illini. Philpott has been really good for the Fighting Illini in Illinois, as she has been able to really steady the momentum as we take another shot. It feels like anytime USC has been getting a lead, Philpott has been able to steady the team. It hasn't been enough in the first 2 sets. Let's see if it's enough here rather in the third.
11 points on the night for Ashlyn Philpott. She's hitting it pretty efficiently too, 273. Philpott's hitting percentage. Famina pushes one over, and USC is awarded the point on the net violation.
Another violation, another point for the Trojans, able to extend their lead to 4 now, really looking to separate here, put the game away, and win in a clean 3-0 sweep here at senior night.
41.8 kill percentage for USC, 31 for Illinois, but both teams relatively similar on the attack. USC 91 attacking opportunities compared to Illinois' 87. As Tompkinson tries one. Here's Famina, who's having an electric night for USC.
She really has, as we get a timeout here by Chris Thomas. She has been great early and now great.
For more information, visit big10network.com/StudentU. As USC up 19-14. Tompkinson picks up a point.
And it's been a great job there by the Fighting Illini. Really needed a point there to steady themselves, keep the game within striking distance, and now they have a chance to pull the game within 3 here and really give themselves a shot to come back and get a set off the Trojans.
Set back within 4 points for Illinois. As Philpott picks up a point, and she has really willed this Illinois team in the third set.
She really has. Philpott has been great there. And for the Trojans, one of the first times and first points, they haven't built that wall and given themselves a blocking opportunity. And it shows with the point.
As it's another service error for Illinois, and they really have to work on cleaning those up if they want to get out of this third set with a win and push it to 4.
They really do. And it has been their momentum killer so far. And it's not allowed them to really get close enough to retake the lead here in this third set.
Aguayo block up front by Mullen, and it goes out of bounds for an Illinois point, and suddenly it's back within 3.
And although Fabuina is not able to get that ball over the net and in play, it has been great to see her effort on the defensive end, diving for balls and really keeping the defense afloat here for the Trojans.
And another service error, their 10th of the night.
You simply cannot do that, especially against a team as talented as the Trojans. You cannot keep giving them opportunities to reset their offensive possessions.
16 total errors now for Illinois, 10 of those the service error. Mullen. It goes out of bounds. It's a point for Illinois.
Abigail Mullen just a little strong there. She had a lot of court to look at and to find. She just couldn't quite get the ball in play for the Trojans, which allows the Fighting Illini to stay in it despite the service errors pouring in this third set.
Illinois keeps pushing it back within 3, but they have yet to take over USC here in the third set, looking to close it out as London Weejay earns a point.
The veteran presence, the star, the best player on this team, settling her team down, saying, we're going to win this set. Just put the ball in my hands and we're going to win. And they've been able to put the Trojans up 4 here and just 3 points away from sealing the victory.
3 of USC's best offensive players on the night up front for Coach Brad Keller, London Weejay, Riley McGinnis, and Abigail Mullen as USC looks to close things out. Meanwhile, Aguayo earns a point for Illinois and again pushed back within 3.
This has been the rhythm of the game for the past 10 minutes, Avi. USC scores, then Illinois scores. Keeps the game within 3, but can Illinois go on a run here to extend the series in the sets to 4?
And there's a point for Illinois, and now it's within 2 as Illinois looks for a way to get over the hump.
They're just staying in there, taking all the punches that USC has given them. And now they have a chance to really give a counterpunch and send this game into extra points or into a fourth set.
Illinois looking to take momentum. McGinnis fires it over. Dig by Phelan, and there's back-to-back-to-back points for the Illini, and it's a 1-point game.
The Illini now with a great counterpunch as we take a
Illinois 4 points away from pushing it to a fourth set. Alyssa Aguayo back to serve, 20 points for her. It's a service error, and it's just been killing Illinois all night, Patrick.
It really has. And once again, they have all the momentum. They force Brad Keller to call a timeout, and then coming out of the timeout, the service error kills all of that momentum and gives it back to USC.
Phelan keeps it in play. Messer sets McGinnis. It goes out of bounds, and USC just 1 point away from winning in straight sets.
Riley McGinnis continuing her great play from this year and from this game as we get a timeout from Chris Thompson.
Sweet victory. It's Mullen to serve. Phelan. Point. It goes out, and that'll do it. That's all she wrote from the Galen Center. USC beats Illinois.